Hey, it's Dad! How you doing? Horror movie dad here. It's that time. It's time for another D3. Dad and Dinero discussions. We're live right now, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 10-foot players in the house. What's up, bro? We're ready to get this thing started. Dinero just hopped in the room, punctual as ever. This is Dad and Dinero discussions. And if you don't know what Dad and Dinero discussions are, well, it's where Dad and Dinero discuss horror movies. Horror movie dad, Dinero, viewing his request, join. This is what happens. We watch horror movies. We discuss them. And there he is.
Yo, what up?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man. I want to give a special shout out to 10-foot player. That guy's the fucking man. You need to go check out his music, man. That guy is awesome. He's funny. And 100 plays a day. Let's go.
Let's go. We got Bick in the house. Bick's here.
We got Taylor Bick.
Yep.
All right.
We got jumping in right now. So, what are we doing tonight, Kenny? What's the deal?
We're talking about the movie The Devil's Rock.
And so this was Dinero's choice. So before we even go to the synopsis and start talking about it, how did you come about this movie and why are we watching it? What is your reasoning for us to discuss this thing tonight?
The reason why is because I watched it on Amazon Prime. I want to see what kind of whoa!
You got a big ass head now, bro.
Whoa, dude! Hold on, let's see what we got.
This guy is answering my question and being sidetracked by all the stupid little things on Instagram right now.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Watch this. You ready? Whoa! 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 All right.
You look like Steven Tyler, bro.
Dude, I thought they had one that had fucking. Oh, this one's pretty cool.
This guy's trying to find his filter for the mood.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. Is that it?
Finding filter for the mood, you might be sidetracked, but
all right, here we go. So the reason why I chose this movie is because it's one of those movies that you're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna give this movie a try. I'm gonna give it the 15 minutes. You know, like you give a movie 15 minutes and it's just like, after that first 15 minutes, it's garbage and you're just like, what the fuck?
Right.
But I and you'll hear my review later. I liked it. I liked it, dude.
So how did it come about on your Amazon Prime? Like, were you just scanning through horror movies, or was it recommended for you?
It was recommended for me.
Okay, recommended.
Yeah.
That's how. Because the thing is, I've never heard of this movie ever, and you surprised me with something I haven't heard of, and I enjoy that.
Dude, you know what caught me was the practical effects that were like, you know how when you pick a movie and it shows like in the background of what it's supposed to look like, it just had this really gnarly looking demon devil lady with fucking crazy eyes. And
hold up. BTV Farms just ordered round of applause.
All right, let's go. I'm not seeing any of the comments. I never see the comments, but it's cool. You keep me updated with the comments, all right?
All right, I'll be the comment chief.
The comment chief, all right?
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay. So it says share this live with others. So that means, how do you share with others? I don't get that. I guess they join with us or something like that?
Probably.
Okay, so Yeah, man. Like I saw the practical effects and it looked really legit, and I was just like, "Fuck it," you know what I'm saying? I was like, "Let's give it a shot," and I did, and I thought it was worthy of a D3.
So I'm gonna say this right now. I think we need a little bit more light on you, bro. You're kind of faded.
Oh, I am? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because of the filter, but I think you need some more light on.
What about this?
I don't know if I'll be able to talk horror movies with you with that filter on, bro.
What about this? All right, no
No,
filter.
I think it's not the filter. I think you need more light on in your room where you're sitting.
Oh.
Yeah, more light.
All right, hold on.
Maybe turn
I
on a
think I might
background.
just go to if I revert to my regular.
Because
Hold
the
on.
filter is fine. You just need more lighting in your house.
What about this?
Ah!
Is that better? All right, there we go. Let me see what shade we got here too. You know. Oh shit. Okay. Is that good? It's good. All right, good. Sorry, you know, I usually have my thing ran out of batteries and I couldn't find a lighter. So,
You don't have to be sorry.
okay, all right. All right, so Josh,
Yeah.
do you want to give a synopsis of this movie? Like you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Synopsis.
All right.
The Devil's Rock, released in 2011.
I know, 10 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
So, war is a bitch. The Channel Islands on the eve of D-Day. 2 Kiwi commandos sent to destroy German gun emplacements to distract Hitler's forces away from Normandy, discover a Nazi occult plot to unleash demonic forces to win the war.
Dude, hey, you know what?
Nazi stuff.
Key words: witchcraft, Nazis, wars, guts, glory. I mean, you know you know, anytime there's Nazi crazy shit, you know, they're always getting into that occult stuff, that fucking mystical and mythical material shit. And
Right.
it's almost, you know, like when I see these type of movies, it gives me vibes of you know, Indiana Jones. You know, I love Indiana Jones, and he was always going against those fucking Nazis, dude. They're always fucking into some weird, crazy shit. Sorry for my language, by the way.
You better be James! James here.
But yeah, man, it had a recipe for success, in my opinion, and I gave it a shot. And you know what? We're going to talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So I pulled a Kenny today. I watched it literally right before we went on this D3.
How does it feel?
I don't know. It feels with me. I like to really soak it in, and it feels rushed to me when I do it like that for some reason. Because I like to get in the mood and sit in the dark and watch it. So, but today I couldn't really get in the mood because I'm getting new floors installed in my house tomorrow. So I was watching it on my small kitchen TV. It just wasn't the right vibe to be watching. That's not going to do anything to change how I feel about the movie or how I thought about the movie at all.
Okay.
So, but busy times in my life these last few weeks or few months. So I rushed to watching the movie, but I watched it and I took notes.
Good. I'm proud.
Yes.
I'm proud of you, Josh.
Thank you. So, would you like to kick this thing off? To just say our first thoughts here about the start of the movie. Would you like to kick us off?
Yeah, real quick before I do that, let me adjust something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on this ring light is way too bright in my eyeballs. and I think it's burning a hole in my cornea.
So, no, I am not drinking milk, okay? It looks like milk, but it's not. This is banana cream rum.
Damn it.
God damn it. Banana cream rum is what I'm drinking out of a festive Christmas glass. And you want to know something about this Christmas glass? This Christmas glass was my grandmother's. Out of these, I got 2 of them. I drink out of these every year. Christmas glass. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy everything.
All right, so
Happy holiday.
we start off with
We still watch
basically
horror movies during the holiday season, so get used to it.
yes, absolutely. So we start off the movie with two New Zealand soldiers, and they end up washing ashore to an island of like the British Isles, and it's right before D-Day, like you said. And they have to their first task is to stay alive. And the first thing that they notice is basically they have to go through a whole plethora of mines in the ground, some that you can see, some that you can't. And so that was the first actual, problems that they had, and they were actually able to fix that. And I want to say one thing about this movie is I really like the fact that there wasn't that many actors and actresses, and I just got a vibe, and I don't know if you got the same vibe, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but I really got a Quentin Tarantino vibe from this movie. I somehow it just, how Quentin Tarantino has a lot of one-on-one dialogue and a lot of violence. I just felt like this was like a movie that had basically the recipe for like a Quentin Tarantino movie. So
yeah, Quentin Tarantino, not all the time, a good amount of the time, he sticks to a small setting, a few characters, and he just makes a whole dialogue just around that. And not all the time. I'm not saying he does this all the time, because you watch other movies that he's done and it's not that way. But you think of other things, it's just one group, one setting, and that's how it is.
Yep.
So I see that vibe, man, and I can see that. And these 2 guys had one mission, and their one mission was to disable a gun, some sort of big ass bunker missile or something. That was. And they end up getting sidetracked because they start hearing scream bunker, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna go check this out. So, but the beginning of the movie, I really enjoyed the atmosphere of the movie. It was kind of creepy. The setting was set very gray and you felt alone with these guys, and that's what I kind of like to start it out with.
And it gave you a very personal feel. It was a very personal feel with the movie. And, we're going to get straight into it. They see a bunker. And the first thing that they do is when they go into the bunker, they hear, I believe, if I remember correctly, they hear a guy screaming in German. And I think there's a gunshot. And and what happens is, and this is the really cool part of the movie, is they basically go into this bunker. And, dude, this is where the practical effects was really good. When they go into the middle of the bunker where they have their telecommunications room and they have the radio transmitter and everything, there's blood everywhere. There was this one guy that was killed, and he had a fucking rifle shoved down his mouth, and it was awesome. I was like, dude, that shit looked real.
Very good practical effects prop.
Very good practical effects. And they used real blood.
So, yeah, and mostly when you say practical, when we're saying practical effects, I'm thinking of practical effects like the background and the atmosphere. Practical effects were really good with this. When it becomes different when you're actually trying to do motion with practical effects, it's a lot different. And we don't get a lot of motion with practical effects and animatronics, but we get a lot of set piece props that are very looking.
They were like, they were like, you know how when you go to Halloween, like a Halloween haunt, like let's say a Great America, and like they're good with the way that their props are, but there's you still know that it's not like, oh, like you got that at Spirits and maybe you added stage blood on it, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it looked like. These guys took whoever did the special effects on this movie did a really good job on making these people look fucking dead as fuck, dude.
Right. And man, I gotta say this though, Halloween Nights at Universal Studios goes on that level for their haunted houses, bro.
Oh, okay, good. I
Level,
haven't.
dude. And,
Wait, for Universal Studios?
yeah, I'd
Yeah, see,
recommend
I haven't been to that one.
Halloween Nights at Universal Studios is unbelievable. Best like haunted mazes / haunted houses I've ever walked through. Very detail oriented with all the setting, the props, the sound.
Uh-huh.
Extreme. If you go to Great America or something like that. No, that's piss poor compared to studios, man. So I'm gonna try to make that an annual thing. That was beautiful. But anyway, yes, very good set pieces we had going on here in the bunker. In the bunker, it was like a maze of unending corridors and dark alleys.
Did you notice? I liked it how they call them Kiwis because I guess people from New Zealand are called Kiwis. But I really the accents of them are so like different, man. It's like it's
Hell,
British, but it's like not British.
yeah, I didn't get the sense that they were. What were they supposed to be? British? I didn't get the sense that they were at all.
Well, they're from New Zealand.
Yeah, and I don't know I'm not familiar with a New Zealand accent, but
Yeah.
it's American to me. They had American accents to me. Even the
Okay.
German, really close. He had the German accent a little bit, but he spoke way too much perfect English.
Why in hella movies they always have sneaky British people that are undercover Nazis? It's always a guy that talks with a heavy British accent, and then he's a fucking
Right?
Nazi.
Right.
It's like an Indiana Jones effect or some shit like that.
Yeah. So anyway, we meet our third character. Okay, we find.
Okay, so hold on. I got the So we have So the two main protagonists are Colonel Klaus. Captain Ben Grogan, right, and his friend Sergeant Joe Tane, and those two guys, Captain Ben Grogan and Sergeant Joe Tane, are the ones that go into the bunker. And so who they meet is this a British, or no, they meet a Nazi guy, but he kept calling him Fritz. Do you remember that? Is that like a thing? Like, why? What is that?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure why he would call a Nazi a Fritz. Maybe I can look it up right now because Google's the world. But I'm thinking it's because it's somebody who is an undercover Nazi, or vice versa, someone who is playing a Nazi and not really is. That's what I'm thinking. Just by watching this movie, I can be 100% wrong, and if I'm 100% wrong, you can tell me. So, but that's my.
You should look it up right now.
Okay, fine. I can't really find too much on it. It's talking about some guy named Fritz who was a Nazi. His name was Fritz Sockel.
Fritz Sockel?
Fritz Sockel.
Fritz Sockel sounds very sexual. Like
Nazi politician.
Doesn't Fritz Sockel sound very phallic? Like a big sword? Like, I'm going to hit you with my Fritz Sockel, or like hit you on the head with my Fritz Sockel.
Pull out your Fritz Sockel and let's have
He pulled out a Fritz Sockel from his stocking. He pulled a Fritz Sockel out of the stocking.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, we see this guy. He shoots shoots and kills
He's
one of
Sergeant Joe.
Pee-wee's.
Yeah.
Shoots and kills one of them, and he creeps up on the other guy. And what happens
Knocks him
next?
out. Knocks him out, and then he splashes water on his face to have him wake up, and he starts asking questions like, what are you doing here? Who do you work for? And I thought it was pretty gnarly. Another thing that I've never seen before is how he tied his hands and his thumbs together and then hung him on a hook with his thumbs backwards. Like that was pretty gnarly. I've never ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it must be a way to keep someone from not moving, but we all know it didn't work.
It didn't work.
So, but there was a lot of like dialogue. They were going back and forth, and I believe with the dialogue, it was all just to fill time because it's like you could easily get through this dialogue. You can easily know what they're talking about just by hearing a few sentences, and you're like, okay, you know where this is going.
Yeah. And you know what? They kept it easy. They kept it, simple. And I actually thought this is where I thought this was very Quentin Tarantino-esque, was the dialogue between Colonel Klossmeyer and Captain Ben Grogan. Very Tarantino.
Keith Kloss?
Keith Kloss?
Yeah, Keith Kloss?
No, Colonel Kloss.
Oh, what about Keith Kloss?
Keith Kloss used to play for the Clippers as possibly one of the ugliest NBA players ever to play basketball. That's just my opinion. Some can argue.
Hey, who was uglier, him or Popeye Jones?
Ugh, that's a coin flip.
It's a coin flip. What about Boban? Do you know what I'm talking about? I think he's on the Mavericks. Do you know
who is that? Who is that?
Wait,
who is that? Remember Mabanga?
DJ Bang? No, Boban Marjanovic.
Who is Mabanga?
He's on the Mavericks, dude. Have you seen that guy?
No.
You haven't seen Boban?
No.
You need to compare him to Keith Kloss. Google him one time, dude.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. Okay, so
anyway, we're sidetracked.
So they have a one-on-one, and basically Captain Ben Grogan fucking finds a way to escape. He cuts off the wire that was tied to his thumbs, and he shoots Colonel Klossmeyer, and as Colonel Klossmeyer is passed out on the ground, Captain Ben Grogan finds the book, this mythical book that basically is a witchcraft book that casts spells for demons. And so what we find out is, dude, what's fun?
Is it the German Necronomicon?
It's the German Necronomicon. And what's funny? When I was looking up the cast in this movie, the screaming that came upstairs?
Yeah.
There's actually a lady who was casted just for the screaming.
Yeah, throughout
could you imagine, like, hey,
there was
like,
a lot
could you imagine, like, the casting of the movie? Like, oh, you sit down, and all we want to do is hear you scream. And then you hear her scream, and they're like, okay, we'll give you a call. And, like, all these different women just screaming, like, what the fuck? That's it. You got the right scream.
You got to put behind the wall. You got to put behind the door. No worry. Don't worry.
So Captain Ben Grogan goes upstairs, and he finally sees who's been screaming.
It's Seth Rogen and Keith Kloss. Got it.
Seth Rogen and Keith Kloss, yes.
Yes.
And so he goes upstairs, and what does he see?
Upstairs. Doesn't he see the shrine and stuff? Or the lady tied some random lady tied chained up in a room with all these different, with blood everywhere and different writings on the wall.
Yep. Yeah. And we find out that.
So she comes out of the shadows, and we find, and basically we find out it's this dude's dead wife.
Helena.
Thank you for the name, because I don't remember any names. So basically this guy's wife was killed when the war started, or before the war. I think right when the war started, his wife was killed. And all of a sudden, he sees his wife chained up. But all of us viewers know it's not his wife. It's like this random she-witch chained up and making herself look like his wife to trick him, to get him to unchain her. So that's where we're at.
And so Colonel Klossmeyer comes up. Keith Kloss. Okay, we'll call him Keith Kloss and Seth Rogen. Keith Kloss comes up. Now I'm just picturing Keith Kloss in the movie.
These guys don't even
big, ugly, 7'2", skinny guy with a Clippers jersey on,
with freckles.
Oh God, man. Where's my mind right now? Okay, so I'll just say the German guy. Okay. The German guy goes up there, and he basically tells he tells Ben, and he goes, "Hey man," he's all, "Whatever you see right now, it's not what you think. This is a demon." And he explains to him that he worked for Hitler, and he is into finding mystical materials for the Third Reich. And he's on a secret Nazi mission. And basically he summoned this demon, and the demon takes forms of your loved ones that you either fell in love with in the past or have died. And so for the German, he's like, for me, I said, oh God. Dude, do it Keith Kloss now. 2000, do it Keith Kloss 2021.
2021.
Let's see what he looks like now. I wonder if he's a fat pile, dude.
Here's kind of
That's what he looks like now? What happened to him? Is he in rehab?
I don't know.
What happened? What happened to him? Did he like fall victim to like drugs and alcohol?
I don't know.
It's terrible.
I distracted you. All right, go ahead.
Bro, hold on. Google Keith Kloss fight. Does something come up?
No.
Oh shit.
What the hell?
There's no like old video of him like getting ejected for fighting somebody.
No.
Oh fuck. Dude, do you remember when Mike Dunleavy got ejected from a Warriors game and he fucking took off his jersey and threw it into the crowd?
Hey, here's my man Boban, bro.
Oh my God, dude. He looks like he'd be in like Brazzers or like fucking like he looks like a weird porn guy. Bro, doesn't he look like a weird, ugly porn guy? He's like,
yeah, he does.
Like he's like the pizza guy, like the ugly pizza guy, but he has like a freaking 11-inch fucking Fritz Tockel, or what'd you call it again?
Apparently, he's like comic relief for the Mavericks. Like he's a really funny guy.
Well, he's funny fucking looking.
And he's like apparently like a really funny guy, and he makes everybody laugh all the time.
Bro, have you seen that? We're getting sidetracked.
We're talking about ugly basketball players. I'm sorry, I went off on a way.
I'm glad this movie brought out the ugly basketball players in you. Dude, real quick though, before you go back to the movie, have you seen that video of that Dutch girl rapping? The song is called "Chin Up High," and she goes, oh, what does it say? She goes, with my chin up high, I'm a party till I die. And I'm...
Okay.
Have you seen that shit?
El Pokemon's in the house. What's up, bro?
El Pokemon was good, man. What is Gouda?
Oh, what we got? What we got here? We got Mom Keys
Who's
in the
that?
house.
Well,
I guess I'm saying it right. Mom Keys.
well, shout out to Mom Keys. Thank
There
you
we
for
go.
joining.
Yes, thank you.
Where are we at right now? We're they basically are upstairs and they see the demon, and basically the German tells Captain, so Colonel Klaus Meyer tells Captain Ben Grogan that whoever you see, it's not what you think, and that all she wants
Right,
to do is eat flesh. And he says,
right.
and he proves it to him. He says, "Give me your knife." And so he cuts off part of a dead soldier's leg and feeds it to the demon, and the demon goes into the dark. And this is where I really like the special effects, because I really do think the makeup artist, where when she goes to, by the way, Helena's hot. Did you think she
Yeah,
was hot? I think she was hot.
yeah, yeah.
She goes into the darkness and she just fucking devours that leg, and you get a sneak peek of what she's gonna look like later. And she does not look fucking. She looks scary as fuck, dude.
Yeah, true self comes out, uh, and she's like basically she looks like the devil, but red skin, horns, whatever.
They even show her
So,
hoofs
yeah, she had hooves, teeth. She's got the spiked teeth.
and the
So
crazy eyes.
yeah, you see exactly who she is, but apparently she's able to manipulate mind and look like whoever she wants to look like. So so then we find out, okay, there's a random demon witch locked up in this bunker, and we then find out that the Germans were trying to use her to create some sort of mass murders and use her supernatural powers to win the war and take over the world. And it kind of went awry. She killed everybody, and now basically just trying to contain her and not let her out, etc.
And we find out that the name of this demon is called Femvaru,
Okay.
which I actually looked up online on Google, and it is actually a real demon, mythical witchcraft demon, and it's known for shape shifting. So that's why
Okay.
what you perceive the Femvaru to look like is something that you would want it to look like, just like it was two different versions, but it's still the same devil or demon, actually. Dude,
It basically tries to entice. It's an enticing demon.
So after the Femvaru, aka Helena, aka Greta, aka the shapeshifter, aka the demon, eats the leg, Captain Ben Grogan is convinced that this is not his Helena, and he goes down. And there was a really cool back and forth between Captain Ben Grogan and the German colonel. Is when he pointed the gun at him, he's like, "I already counted 3 bullets into that pistol that you have, so you can go ahead and shoot me if you want." And he had the fucking assault rifle. And so basically, Captain Ben Grogan is like, "All right, well, let's just try to figure this shit out." And so they go downstairs, and one of the coolest parts of this movie was him taking out the bullet, dude.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he got shot, and then he said, "There's no morphine, so you're just gonna have to deal with this." And he pulls out the bullet, and it was a long, drug out scene.
It was, and it was very convincing. And yeah. I want to say the actor who played Colonel Klaus Meyer, I think he shined. I think he was the best actor in the movie. I think he was the main character. He wasn't the protagonist. I guess he was the antagonist, but we got
a question here.
Oh, go ahead.
Does she need a personal item to turn into someone?
No, who's asking?
Kenny, you answer that question. I know the answer.
Who asked the question?
This is Mom Keys.
Okay, so no, the demon will already show its self. The demon will already show what you perceive it from beginning. It doesn't need a personal item. So when
It
Captain
goes
Ben,
into your mind. It basically reads your mind and knows
yeah, so it's shapeshift. So
it's
there's a
it's
part
possible.
where the German Colonel Klaus Meyer says, "I see Greta. I see my loved Greta." He sees Helena, who died, and that's the whole thing. Like this demon will do anything it can to get close to you, just to eat you, not to have sex with you, not to it's only here to eat. That's all it does. It eats
I,
people.
I think she wanted Klaus, bro. Not Klaus. What's the British dude?
Captain Ben Grogan.
Yeah, I think she towards the end there, I think she kind of wanted him, dude. I think there was like very sincere that she wanted him because she didn't even try to pull anything after she went into the circle with him.
Oh,
She
no,
didn't
no, no, no,
try
no.
anything.
Yeah, because she. All right, here's the thing. I know that makes when they went back downstairs before he pulls or after he pulled the bullet out of the German colonel, right? He was passed out for like an hour, and what he does is he takes the satanic book that he had, and what he did is he noticed that the colonel had a necklace on with a pouch, and he opened up the pouch and there was a page in it. And this is where it gets really good is he's smart. He takes the page out that was in the Nazi colonel's necklace on the satchel because he knew with that page you're saved. Nothing can happen to you. So he took that page, put it in his pocket, and ripped out the page afterwards and put it in the satchel back on the Nazi German colonel, which was and I knew that. I was like, okay, he's saving his ass, but this is gonna play a factor later down in the movie. So all right, so we're at taking out okay, here's another thing that I really, really liked about the actor that played the Nazi colonel. He reminded me of Sam Neill in Event Horizon. For some reason, I
Okay.
got Sam Neill vibes. I don't know if it was the blood cake face of his and just the way he acted, but I totally,
He almost the kind of the same type of accent too.
dude, same. And it almost like made me feel like it was Sam Neill, dude. And like here we are,
Do
Event
you
Horizon.
see? Do you see? Do you see?
Wait, hold on. You already know what I'm gonna do. Watch. Let's see if I. Do you see?
Uh,
Do you see? All right, that's enough. That's
open the door.
enough.
Open the door. Open the door, Kenny. Do you see?
Should I do the rest of this video like this?
Yeah. So I don't know. They do this. They do this ritual or whatever. They draw a double circle. It's just a whole bunch of hoopla. And I'm the empty man.
I'm the empty man. Oh, there you are.
So I use my light for my lives from my computer screen. So my computer screen goes into screensaver mode, and then you know. So yeah, they do this whole ritual, blah blah blah. A bunch of backstabbing goes on, which you kind of explained, and they get kind of It starts coming down to: is he going to let her in, or is he trying to trick her? And that was the thing that I thought.
So,
But
yeah.
then I was watching. I'm like, okay, this is really sincere. I think she's falling under her trap.
I did too. I was like, what is he doing? Like, he's really falling for her. And then we find out the true intention of the Nazi scumbag.
And
He was using him to sacrifice him.
Right.
and I believe the sacrifice would perform the end of the ritual. And when he stabs him again, and he pushes him out the circle,
Right.
and the Nazi colonel is like, "You can't kill me. See, I have this." And then our boy, our boy Captain Ben Grogan, aka Seth Rogen, aka the main slogan, aka what the fuck you smoking, aka what you holding. I don't know. That's just me. He put what you holding. You like that? He's holding the page you're supposed to have.
Burgers and fries, motherfucker.
Burgers and fries, some all rise, motherfucker.
Burger and fries, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where that's from?
Huh?
Do you know where that's from?
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the guy from Dexter, but that one dude. Yeah, it's Dokes from Dexter, but that one dude who does the whole acting.
Yeah. All rise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker. Oh man. Woo! All right.
Dude, Dokes is awesome. I was pissed.
All right. So let's just talk about like the whole ritual process, because this is when we see the femme baru in her true form.
Let's get to the meat of this. Let's get into eating. What does she do? What does she do, bro?
Well, she first comes in as Helena because we're perceiving it through Captain Ben Grogan's eyes. She takes off her blouse. She drops the clothes. We see the goods.
Okay, but what does she do after that?
She brings him in, and then she licks his face, right?
Yeah, and then what? What does she do to the guy?
I don't know. What did she do?
What? No, what? But her mouth gets really big. What does she do, man?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What does she do?
Of course.
I'm trying to set you up.
Dude, yes.
I'm your hype man right now. What does she do, Teddy? What does she do?
To the Nazi colonel. She eats his fucking head, and that scene was it's good. Hey, what did you think of the practical effects of that scene? Her face got so big.
I wish it showed more, but it all depends on budgetary constraints. But I wish there was more to show. But you really got the idea, and they did it as best they could.
Her face kept getting so wide.
It basically showed, the whole screen showed like her upper lip and up. So it was like this.
Yeah. But it was pretty convincing. And like, here's his head right here.
Yeah. So basically, she opens her mouth really wide and basically swallows his entire head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a pretty awesome scene if they could get it like full screen, but that's going to be pretty tough to
do. And by the way she looked after with all that relief, I can honestly say that he gave her some good head, dude.
Right?
She looked like she wanted to smoke a cigarette afterwards.
She did. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, that was kind of the what would you call that? That was like the climax of the movie right there.
The climax of the movie. Josh, what did you think of the demon? Like, what did you think of the overall present, like the overall look of how they made the femme baru look?
Like the way okay, so I'm guessing her original look. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought she looked pretty cool. I wasn't disgusted by her at all. It wasn't like a disgusting Cenobite or something. And I'm gonna she was still, even though she was the devil, she was still had that a little bit of an attraction to her. You know what I mean?
Single, if you were a single man, okay. and if you were in a different dimension, and this is not you right now, I'm just saying, you know, if you were in college maybe, and if a girl was dressed like that, would you let her kiss you?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
all right. You know what?
yeah. She,
I
she
thought
was,
that.
yeah, she was kind of, she wasn't hideous. There was some sort of,
No, she was very good looking, but very scary at the same time.
yeah,
It was like, you know, it's a thin line, baby.
it's a thin line.
I mean,
So yeah,
you know, like,
agree.
do you think, okay, do you think if you were able, like, if like, okay, I'll put it in my shoes. If I were able to bang the femme varu with you know, maybe, you know, I'm surviving, is she gonna block me afterwards, or are we gonna stay friends?
I think I think you're in it forever, bro. You're in it
Yeah, I think
forever.
I'd probably get eaten up for
You
sure.
get eaten, or you would be with her forever, and you'd be her puppet. You
Like
would you
her.
would you would be that one that like lures other guys towards her so she can get her feet on, so she can stay powerful.
All right, so Captain Ben Grogan looks at her, and I think he takes the book and pretty much says, you know what? Hey, screw you, I'm out of here. I don't care what the fuck you do. You know
Right,
what? You're here, and he knows that there are a bunch of Nazis coming. So
right.
he's like, well, I get the fuck out of here. I know what's in there. They're going to go. So fuck it. Let me use this to my advantage. And so he goes out to the beach, and he sees on the horizon hundreds of ships, hundreds of planes. And you know what? He's just like, okay, fuck. Like that's how like the movie ends. It's like,
Right.
well, you're fucked either way, bro.
Right, right. So and then it ends at like right after roll credits. There's a little scene where it shows another
Yep.
German guy there speaking German, and he sees some female in his life, and that's the actual demon going back and doing her work as she normally does.
All right. So here's my review.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, let them know. Let them know.
I like this movie. It was really good acting. I feel like it was good acting. There was good practical effects. It was real, not real blood, but stage blood that you can see. There was no CGI. I liked the cinematography. I liked the way it was written, the way it was directed. I think it has everything that I would like to see in an occult devil war movie that has all sorts of mysterious stuff. There was lots of scenes where you didn't even have dialogue, where it was just dead silence, and it's like you don't even know what's coming. Like that one part when the two soldiers finally go into the bunker. There
Mm-hmm.
was like, I think like 25 minutes of silence. It was just like you're on the edge of your seat.
Right.
The one-on-one with the acting was really good. I really liked the guy who played the German colonel. I liked the actress that played the femme varu. I think everything about this movie is really, really good. I almost don't put this as a movie because it was so short, Empty Man. Um, and it was almost like an episode of the Twilight Zone or like the Outer Limits.
Okay.
It was like a long episode of like
That's a good.
X-Files.
That's a
Like,
good
you know what I
call.
mean? Like, and I really liked it. It was short. It was sweet. I got what I wanted, and I actually told Bobby Bubble Bath today that I was gonna give it a 3 out of 5. And then I
Okay.
said that, you know what, maybe I might be more generous when I talk about giving it a 3.5 out of 5. I
Okay.
am going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 5,
Okay.
only for the fact that you know, if I gave it a 4 out of 5, it would be like, oh my God. If it was a 5 out of 5, it would just be like a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving this movie a 3.5 out of 5.
All right.
I was on my edge of my seat for a few times. I was very happy with the gore. It was just an overall good movie. It was fast, and then boom, it ends.
Yeah.
So I know that there's gonna be no Devil's Rock 2. You know, it was just a really cool movie. It almost reminded me of Body Count. Did you ever see Body Count?
Body count. Body count.
No, not
No.
Body Count.
Body,
Overlord.
body bag.
Overlord.
Huh?
Overlord.
Oh yeah, Overlord. That I like Overlord a lot.
I liked Overlord too. But again, I give the slighter edge to Overlord because of you know, bigger budget, more actors. But for being this kind of movie, I'd rank it up with Overlord. Same type of movie. 3.5 out of 5. I was
Right.
satisfied. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, bro. So I I enjoyed the beginning of the movie. Really, and I'm a huge atmosphere guy when it comes to
Yeah.
movies. I hold atmosphere, especially horror movies. I hold setting and atmosphere as like my number one priority, and then my second priority is acting and dialogue. And for some reason, I always hold atmosphere above acting and dialogue for horror movies and most movies actually. And when you get perfect acting and dialogue, and you get a perfect atmosphere, you get a perfect movie. Hence, a perfect movie, horror movie in my mind is The Shining. Okay, you got perfect atmosphere, perfect dialogue, great acting, perfect movie.
Classic.
So I really like the atmosphere at the beginning of the movie. But once they jumped into the bunker, it was like it was all enclosed, and basically the whole movie was in a room. The
Yeah.
entire rest of I loved how they got in from the beach, and you always saw the what was it, the shot of the bunker, with the light on the
Yeah.
top, and the cool random score playing. And another part I really liked was when he first opens the book and he starts reading, flipping the pages, and that music just starts like
Yeah.
that intense music, and it's like, dude, what's gonna happen? I liked how they set up the scenes. But that's really all I cared for. The acting was good. I was looking for more. Overlord is still probably my favorite Nazi horror movie.
It's good.
Overlord for sure is my favorite one, but I haven't really found anything I can compare to it. I can't really say what's really, really wrong with this either. It started to drag on a little bit, and I think I'm gonna go. I've been contemplating my score for a while, even when I was watching it. I wish there was a little bit more to it. Okay, I know as they went the simpler route towards the end. I wish there was a little bit more to it. I wish there was some more, more zombies in there, more not zombies, excuse me, more Nazis in there to kill. I wish there was some firefights going on, something to that extreme. So I am going to give this a 2 out of 5.
Interesting. Okay.
2 stars for me. So that's just below average for me. It didn't keep my interest after the first half hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Do you think if you watch the movie in your regular room, would it affect the score?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
In my regular room, no, I don't think so at all. But yeah, I'm trying to see what the reasons why, and there's nothing like the movie wasn't poorly done. It wasn't poorly acted. I just didn't get into it halfway through. I liked the beginning, And then I liked when she ate the head, and then that was it. Everything else in between was like the dialogue. I didn't even care what they were talking about. Like when they started talking to each other, I'm like, you know what? I don't care. And if I don't care about the dialogue, I end up not caring about the movie as much. So,
Well,
but hey, you know what? We should be proud because this is one of the other times where we're kind of in a different direction here for our movie.
It is. Dude,
So,
I hope this movie has a cult following, dude.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I'm glad I watched it because normally I don't go off. I normally go off and watch random 80s horror movies and maybe random 90s, but like 2010s, I'll never go watch a random 2010s movie that just doing it. And I'm glad that you had me do it. So, but yeah, that's it, bro. Any last words?
Let's see. How long have we been going live for, dude?
We are at 55 minutes. So we wanted to keep it under an hour, and we did.
All right. Final words. It's good. You know what? I think this was definitely. I'm always happy when we have a D3 when it's just like it's divided because then people will see it and it's not just like bias. Like, oh, these guys hated both these. They both hated it. They both liked it. So this gives reason for viewers to give their opinion and voice what they think. And hopefully, one day we get enough followers and, we have a following where people can actually, display how they feel about this movie. So whoever's watching this stream right now, I encourage you to go on Amazon Prime and watch this movie and tell us what you think.
Oh, I watched it on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi too?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out, guys.
Either one.
You can watch it for free on Tubi. And
right.
What we try to do is we want you guys to interact with us. So please leave a comment and give us your review and tell us why. And if you do that, we can actually, post videos, Horror Movie Dad and me, and shout you guys out and be like, hey, man, great input, because the more you guys interact with us and watch these movies, more following and, more followers we're getting. But either way, I don't know. We've been doing this for, I think, when was the first D3 that we did? Was it in May 2020?
Yeah, we had our 1 year anniversary. I'm going to check right now when the first one was, when I posted it on YouTube, because that's what I can go for. The first one was posted on YouTube on May 19th, 2020.
It was May.
May 19th was our first
post.
Yes, macabre. So we are in this for, how many episodes are we in this for? We have done this 34 times. So this is going to be our 35th D3.
35th?
35th. Let's see here. I'm double checking here. Yep, this is our number 35 today.
All right. Well, for number 50, well, let's see how's this going to go. So that is 15 more episodes. So
Mom Keys about to go watch it.
What's that?
Mom Keys is about to go watch it.
Nice. Well,
we will keep up the good work. I'm reading the comments because Kenny can't see them right now.
I don't know why it does that. For some reason, I can't read comments.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, if you don't know, you can hit up my YouTube channel, Dad Watches Horror Movies. We have all of our D3s actually on there. If you missed this or just joined later, you can watch this from the beginning. I'll have it posted on my IGTV in the next 15 minutes, and I'll also upload it on YouTube in the next few days. But we have all of our D3s on YouTube. So Dad Watches Horror Movies, subscribe, check it out, and you're good. Any last words, my man?
Any last words? I think I pretty much summed it up. Like I said before, you guys watch the movies that we're talking about, and then leave a comment when Horror Movie Dad posts the Instagram title on the story. It doesn't have to be the story, but on his feed. Like, let us know what you think, and then we'll repost it. We will share it on the story. We will at you. The more people that do that, the more people will be interested in it. It's just that we have to figure out, ways to share your guys' opinions and make this D3 and, Horror Movie Dad's YouTube channel more traffic, and
Yeah.
and then follow. What's your TikTok, Horror Movie Dad?
So I'm at Horror Movie Dad on TikTok. It's the same exact handle on Instagram. It's Dad Watches Horror Movies on YouTube. So those are the 3 avenues we have that Kenny's involved with as well. And yeah, basically, if you ever want to talk about anything we've been doing, a recent D3 we've talked about, just hashtag D3. We'll see it. We can discuss it. I'll post you up on my story, get you out there. We'll also let you know. We advertise about a couple days before we do our D3s about what movie we're going to watch. And a lot of times we have folks watch the same movie, and they'll join us on a live, or they'll discuss it with us on the comments, and we'll go from there. And that's kind of how we do it. It's kind of a free-for-all. We like to just be random and spontaneous. There's no script, nothing. It's just talk live. We mess up, we don't. You get real Horror Movie Dad, real K Dinero, unedited, in the flesh.
And for those of you that have TikTok, add me at K Dinero, because some bastard already took my fucking name.
Dinero.
K Dinero, and that's Dinero with an I, Dinero. So
we know we know someone's asking what our next horror movie idea is, and normally we do these every other week. Just about, we do a D3, we talk live every other week, and we do a random movie. This time it was Kenny's choice, K Dinero. So the next one's going to be mine. I'm not sure what movie I'm going to choose yet, but I'll choose.
Hey, whoever's asking, don't be afraid. Whoever's asking, don't be afraid to, remember, watch the movie that we talked about, leave a comment. And if you want to leave a comment afterwards, be like, hey, Horror Movie Dad, K Dinero, you guys should do a D3 on this movie. And as long as we can watch it, we'll do it. And that way you can join us, and then you tell your friends, and they tell their friends, and we just got to get the ball rolling. So
we've done this. We've done it in the past. We've had multiple guests on here. Shouts out to the May Queens, Mary Graves, and Heather Loves Horror. We've had Nutpack on here as well. So there we go. So that should work nicely. Jeepers Creepers was a request.
Whoa.
Good one.
We haven't done that.
We haven't. So that's a good movie, though. Seen it plenty of times.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you don't do Jeepers Creepers, the next D3, I guarantee you I will do it for my next one. So keep that in mind.
So, yeah, we'll get that going. So, all right, I think that's it, man. Thank you for joining. Like I said, Dad Watches Horror Movies on YouTube, at Horror Movie Dad on TikTok, at Horror Movie Dad on Instagram, at K Dinero on TikTok, at K Dinero-1, right? _1 maybe? Is it _1? Whatever. On Instagram.
No, it's just K Dinero-1.
So, and there we go. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating, and we'll see you next time. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, Kenny.
Yay!